Well, hello and welcome to Narrowboat Baldrick. So this is the first of a few videos I've put together to, I guess, show my trip home. So this was me having the boat taken down, as you saw in the last video, taken down and put in the water. Just talking about a few of the guys I'm going to miss here. Got put into the water the day before I set off. Took her for a little trip up to the lock at Ratcliffe and back. Had a little bit of drama on the way back, but as I say, better there than in the middle of the tidal Trent and I started drifting. It was just a minor issue in the end. A split pin that needed adjusting. So yeah, I had the first night on the CRT moorings there where that boat is, and in the morning up bright and early under the bridge through the floodlock, and I pulled over to the right hand side there because I had company from Dutch, the professional boat mover, who was moving Ben's huge wide beam boat up to Yorkshire, up to Selby. So he said I could go with them, and I went behind them almost all the way, and they did every lock. The first lock I had to do was at Ferry Bridge near Pontefract. So yeah, I had planned on going up in a leisurely fashion, but Dutch had other ideas, because obviously he needs to get cracking. He's a professional boat mover. They were very good actually. They waited for me at the locks and they didn't have to do that, so I really appreciate that, Paul and Ben. So day one I planned to get to Stoke Lock. Actually went a lot further than that, but that took me down from Redhill, down the Saw a little way, and then across the Trent briefly, a quick left and right onto the Cranfleet Cut, which was, I think, just a couple of miles, and then just to get you around a shallow bit of the Trent, and then you're back on the Trent, weaving up through some wetlands and things up to Beeston Lock, which takes you onto what's left of the Nottingham Canal. So it's the Beeston and Nottingham Canal, built in 1790, I want to say 96. It was originally 14 miles, but I think there's only about 6 left. But it takes you right through the city centre in Nottingham, which is really interesting actually. Sadly, my recording stopped after the lock out of Cranfleet Cut back onto the Trent. So I'll just have to do a little montage of pictures and things and talk you through it, sadly, until I get almost to Farndon, where we stopped for the evening, which was just over 30 miles, I think, which is a long way. It was about 12 or 13 hours of cruising, which is a lot of cruising for anyone, but I would suggest it's especially a lot for a novice narrowboater like myself. So that's me pulling away from the lock at Redhill, heading down the Saw, just a quick dog leg left and then right on the Trent to avoid the weir, and in there past the Nottingham Boat Club. That's quite a trepidatious moment looking out onto the Trent.
It's been a blast.
My little boat, I mean, this felt wide, used to a lot more wider waterways than this.
And it's the Cranfleet Cut. tunnels there behind. Red Hill itself.
If you think I'm standing awkwardly and nervously here, that's because I am. I just don't even know how to stand and where to stand. It was all new to me, and having to follow these guys was good. It was a help, but it was also a bit of pressure. You know, I couldn't just pull over and sort things out. I had to keep going. So it was all interesting stuff. So you can see by the position of the tiller here that I'm heading round to the right into Cranfleet Cut. You see the boat swinging round and the wake being left over to the left of the picture there. So again, it was a first for me coming off a river onto a canal. Look at that nonchalant pose, hand in pocket. Yes, feeling like I'm getting the feel of it now. Maybe I'll get a drink of water, keep myself hydrated. Look, I can even sit down. Oh look, there's my face. I can sit down and cruise. That's how confident I am. Yes, I've got this. Maybe not, maybe I better stand. I did start to drift the instant I sat down. So that's it, onto Cranfleet Cut. That's Trent Valley Sailing Club there. It might be Sailing Club on the left there, which you can see in videos such as those done by David on Cruise the Cut. He's been past there the other way on one of the videos I was watching of his. Bit of a landmark, really.
Trying to avoid this weed.
Trying to avoid weed on the canal network this day and age. Easier said than done. I smell it often.
Through the floodlock.
So it was pretty straightforward, just coming down here on Cranfleet Cut. Just head down until I get to the lock at the other end where Dutch and Ben were waiting to help me through the lock. God bless them.
There was me thinking I was original. Baldrick. Look, there's a swan on her neck. one. Right, first lock coming up. There's a nice little set of moorings here. Lovely. So, 3 guys who are crewing the one in front of me are doing the locks for me. Brilliant.
So at this point at the lock at Cranfleet, you lock down again onto the Trent, and then we snake along the Trent until we get to Beeston Lock. As I said, I messed up my recordings at this point, so I'm not going to be able to see my actual journey of that. I'll do a little map. We'll cruise by map, Indiana Jones style. Okay. So I was just slowing down here for the lock approach. Again, I just reiterate that I didn't have to do a lock until I got to Ferry Bridge in West Yorkshire. So these guys just let me down in the lock, and then I waited the other side for them. They came past me, and we went back onto the Trent and up to Beeston Lock, where they helped me through again. But I'm going to cover that in the next video, I think. We'll travel by map for the next day and a half up to short of Gainsborough probably. I might have some little bits of pictures and video I can throw in, but not a right lot. I'll see how it goes.
It's hard offering it, isn't it? I'm getting good shots of you from a distance. Yeah, I'll have to send you them. I thought I'd been original calling it Baldrick. Went past one back there. Unbelievable. Eh? I cleaned it up. So far. I've got that on time lapse. I've got that camera on time lapse now. Yeah. So when I edit it down, I can send you some of yours. Yeah. Yeah, I might as well. Okay, well, I'll just sped this up so you can see the lock letting me down. And thanks for watching, and I will speak to you on the next video. Like, share and subscribe. Thank you.